Up next here, inside the new high-tech ways to look for love, including one from a fella I've heard tell of. Our friend right here, Chris Harrison. Before we talk to him about it, take a look at some of the rather creative ways technology is helping people find love.
You're on this, aren't you?
Perfectmatch.com.
What, just one site?
Yeah?
Honey, you gotta put more bets on the table. I'm on at least 10.
In the movie Must Love Dogs, Diane Lane's character meets the love of her life through a dating website. Today, dozens of niche sites now let you choose dates just like ordering food off a menu. So if you're allergic to gluten but still looking for love, try glutenfreesingles.com. How about a site just for vegans or lovers of hot sauce? The options go on and on. You can find your first mate at seacaptaindate.com. Or have you always wanted to date a clown? There's a site for that too. And if you're single in the country, don't despair. Just visit farmersonly.com.
You don't want to tailor specifically. You don't know who's going to make you go, I'd like to see that person again.
And it's a match. He liked me too, so I can send him a message, he can send me a message.
23-year-old CHANTALLE DUMONCEAUX met her boyfriend of 5 months on the hot new smartphone app TINDER. It links to your Facebook profile and hooks up users based on their location.
It kind of feels like you're just at a party and you're the same way you look around, see who's attractive, you start talking about your shared interests and mutual friends.
And Chris Harrison is bringing his experience as host of The Bachelor to the digital dating world with At First Sight, where users post video messages.
I guess I am giving this a shot.
So do more choices make finding love easier? Not necessarily.
We're such a spoiled society, we just want a quick fix. There is no quick fix to love. You want it, you gotta work for it, and you gotta go out there and get it.
For Good Morning America, Lindsay Janis, ABC News, New York.
So we got the world's expert on all these things right here, Chris Harrison.
That's right.
Now, tell us a little bit more about how this works. It's At First Sight.
Yeah, well, what happened was, obviously from The Bachelor and Bachelorette, it led Mike Fleiss, the creator of the show, and I to start talking about, real people really wanting to find a relationship and a connection.
Real love.
And yeah, because look, not everyone wants to be on TV doing this, but it is that one thing that we all want. And we found that getting into the space, there was a real lack of an updated version of how to do this and how to meet people and find a connection. And so At First Sight was born, and there are video profiles, and so you actually can find a connection. And you're not going through old photos and this fake bio, and you have that first awkward date where you're like, oh, that's what you look like?
How do you protect from that?
And so, well, because you're actually going to see and hear what people have to say on At First Sight. You're answering pertinent questions. You're learning about something. You're finding that connections before you ever go on that. Yeah, it is. It takes away that first awkward date. It saves you hours. It saves you money. It saves you the awkwardness. So you already kind of have a connection with somebody before you ever go on that date.
It's a catfish-free zone, too.
Exactly. And you have to do it, everyone carries a, look, you guys have your phones all out. Everyone has their cameras with them right now. And so you can make a profile. It's free. So it's easy to do.
Are they date stamped? I mean, so that you're watching an updated version.
You can only do it with
video?
your phone. Okay. You can't video something years ago and put it on. So again, you're not going to have that picture where you're like, oh wait, I thought you had hair and you were 150 pounds. You can't fake that with At First Sight. You actually see what you're getting.
What's the response been?
It's been phenomenal. It really has been, because people are, we laughed and we thought, looking at all the other dating sites out there, we wouldn't cast the show like that. You want to see people, you want to hear people, and so the response has been fantastic.
That's great.
Yeah. Can we quickly just mention Juan Pablo?
Juan Pablo, the new Bachelor.
I've watched a lot of The Bachelor,
At First Sight right here.
Yeah.
I've seen him in video. I'm good with it.
The guy, when I introduced him live on the air, this is it, last Monday, it was like the Beatles. I mean, women were just throwing themselves at this guy. So much so, we had to open casting again to let more women into the show.